Kettlebell swing. Basic stuff. Stuff you should know. All right, here we go. Basic swing. You could demonstrate 3 of them, please. A little bit further back, please. And go. So what's happening is hiking the bell back and loading the hip, snapping the hip, legs are going straight. I said 3, not 5.
Yeah, you kept talking.
I kept talking because I talk all the time. I do. This is where I talk. I actually don't talk to people in reality. I just talk to fictitious people on the other side of the microphone. Okay. What you typically want to do is this. You have to think about this is a hip hinge, and then when the bell comes down, you're essentially loading the hamstring. You want to have as little vertical travel or horizontal travel with the knee as you can manage. Some people can keep a really, really vertical shin. Other people cannot. What we're looking for is in the setup is feet are just about shoulder width apart, a little bit wider than your deadlift. You need to make room for your arms. She's gonna hike back. Her spine's nice and neutral, head's neutral. When she hikes the bell back, go ahead. She's gonna stand up aggressively afterwards. Go ahead. And there's the swing. Now, at the very top, I want you to think about this as go rest a second. You're sweating your ass off. You want to stay back in your heels the whole time. Remember, we talked about posterior chain engagement. When you're going to the ball of your foot, know that you're going to be starting to engage some of the anterior chain, the front part of your legs. So you want to keep your feet rooted through your heels. Go ahead and give me a few swings, and I'll talk through it. So, as she drives, knees go back and snap, and snap, and snap. I just cued her not to let her knee come forward. And that's pretty important for what we're doing for the kettlebell. And pop, and pop, and relax. Notice when she does her last rep, she does fall over, but understand is that she's going to absorb the load back into her hips and just not extend her hips again. That's super important for the proper technique in the kettlebell swing. Also notice that up there at the shoulders. Give me a set of swings, please. One more set, maybe 3 or 4, I'll talk through it. And pop. Notice that her shoulders aren't shrugging up and she's not lifting the bell up with her arms. She could conceivably let go of the bell and it could float. Go ahead and let it float. Let it float. Have some trust. I trust you. Don't kill me. Promise. And down and rest. So that bell is actually neutral. So like it's floating up. You should be able to do some of the cool juggling things that sometimes we do with bells for fun. Okay, that's just me. Kettlebell swing. Very important. Posterior chain engagement, weight stays in the heels, neutral spine, aggressive snap of the hips.